All right, folks, Kenny Smith, Total Force Holding, cut my heater off here. Today we're going to start talking about kicking. Now, we need to understand some concepts about kicking before we get all the way into it. And now seeing this, I'm going to adjust my camera angle a little bit more. You can kind of see my heavy bag. Where would you use kicking? Well, obviously my arms are only so long. Like I can barely touch my heavy bag here. In my cross, I can get into it a little bit more. Kicking is used at a little bit further range, right? My front leg can only reach so far, so where will I kick with the front leg? Well, I'm about here, right? So I can reach out and get it with my front leg, all right? But I'm a little bit, stop my heavy bag from swinging. I'm a little bit outside the sweet spot for my cross. That's where I might use a front leg kick. A rear leg kick, depending on what I'm trying to do, might need to be a little bit further back, all right? So kicks are used at longer ranges, but there are some kicks that are used in boxing ranges. So kicking is all about numbers, just like fighting in general is all about numbers. You have to understand your range. When it comes to personal weapons, the kick is the long range tool, all right? There are things you can do to cover ground more quickly with various forms of footwork. I'm cutting this timer off. With various forms of footwork involved. All right, shuffling, all right, which would be replacing the front foot with the back. Stepping up even, which I tend to prefer. All right, you can spin by shifting the weight. Sure, these are all things you can do to get more distance on your kick. But remember, the kick is your long-range personal combatives weapon. You don't want to start doing too much kicking when you're in the boxing world. And while we're talking about ranges, the higher up your kick goes, the closer you have to be. All right, so let's say you want to play some chin music. All right, well, if I could take a step in and get into boxing range, my hands are naturally up higher. They're at the shortest distance between 2 points, right, is going to be faster. So kicking really above the floating rib, I don't like very much. Can it work? Sure. Does it require flexibility? Yes, that's a problem when you get older, like me. But I tend to prefer striking with the hands because it's faster. I don't have to move my foot so far. And now when we think about this, now we've got some straight up Pythagorean theorem going on here. Straight line, right? Here's our bottom line, our height, which that's how high we think but no, our kick has to travel along that hypotenuse, that long angle. So understand with kicking, it's a long range tool, but it takes a while to pull off.